listening to the Top Music Guitar Podcast, the show for guitar teachers to learn about the craft of teaching great guitar lessons that students love. If you're looking to start or expand your studio and make guitar teaching your full-time dream job, you've come to the right place. Each week, you'll get to hear from some of the top guitar teachers from around the globe and get their best tips and experiences so you too can build your own dream studio. I'm your host, Michael, and I've founded one of the top guitar schools in Australia, written a best-selling curriculum, and I mentor guitar teachers. I'm excited to share my expertise with you and the wisdom of all the experts we interview. Make sure to subscribe so you don't miss any future episodes. Let's get into it. Hello there, guys. It's Michael here, and welcome to another episode of the Top Music Guitar Teaching Podcast. I have a very short, to the point, nice and sweet solo episode for you today, where I'm going to talk about the number one most important bit of software that I use in my business. Now, I've been using Guitar Pro since I was 16 for learning guitar, writing music, writing songs, playing guitar, and of course, teaching. That's not what I'm talking about here. So the number one most consistent, important bit of software that I've been using for my business is a CRM, which stands for Customer Relationships Manager. Now, some of you more established teachers are definitely using CRMs already, but if you've never heard of a CRM, essentially what it does is it tracks your customers' information, their name, their email, their phone number, but more importantly, where they are in the life cycle of the student or the sales process. Now, before I reveal the name of the particular CRM that I use, I've been using it since 2015, back when I was a solo guitar teacher. So, getting close to 8-9 years now. And I've used this since I was teaching by myself, having 1 employee, 5 employees. I've now got over 10 employees and quite a big music school. But despite having other CRMs to do specific things in relation to active customers, this little CRM has stood the test of time. It is way simpler than my music staff and Opus and a number of other different things that I also use, because it just does what I need it to do. And this little thing is, I think, $400 a year or something very, very affordable like that. And it literally makes me $100,000 plus every single year. It is the last bit of software that I would ever get into. And it's something which I can use both in my guitar school, Melbourne Guitar Academy, and Guitar Ninjas and 6-Figure Guitar Teacher and Top Music and managing the podcast. It is absolutely fantastic. So what's the name of this little bit of a software? Well, before I give it to you, I am affiliated with them. I will include an affiliate link. I'm not just trying to get a whole bunch of you to run out and get it, but I'm just telling you why it's important, why you should have one. So I use this CRM called OnePageCRM. Very, very simple. www.onepagecrm.com. We'll include an affiliate link for you as well. Not, again, that I'm trying to sell it for the sake of making money, but it makes me so much money that it would be a crime for me not to share this with you. So it's super simple. How it works is I add a contact. I put in their details, their name, their phone number, their email address, and then I set actions. So if I get an inquiry from someone via email, I will set an action to give them a call later today or tomorrow. And then when I log in tomorrow, it basically gives me a big to-do list. Now, when I had less than 20 students, I could remember every single person that I needed to call. Once I was getting to 50, 60 students, it was getting a little bit challenging to balance all the things I needed to do. And by the time I'd grown past 100 students, there was no way that I'd be able to remember all these things. Why OnePage works really great is because I can basically keep control of all the actions that I do. And if I get an inquiry from someone, every single person that signs up with me is on average worth over $4,000. So if I save one person, the price of one page is like $400. So if I save one person who I otherwise would have forgotten about, I've already made 10x the return on that investment. The fact that with almost 100 inquiries coming in consistently every single month, I'm going to be missing people left, right, and center if I'm not organized. And the fact that every single inquiry that comes in, I put into OnePage, and it tells me when I've got to call them, and I can even take pre-saved action sequences that I can set 30 to 50 to 100 different actions. If someone signs up with me, their life cycle steps at Melbourne Guitar Academy for the next 5 years are all planned into the system from one click. If someone makes an inquiry with me, everything from day one of them making an inquiry up to the first 90 days and all the things that I do to get in touch with them, contact them, guide them towards being an active student are all put in and automated off of one click. So it's amazingly simple, amazingly powerful, saves me hours and hours and hours of being organized and mucking around every single day. And most importantly, again, helps me not miss clients, helps me get back to people I need to call, helps me prioritize who I've got to call when, or if I miss someone, just bump them back to the next day. And this has been invaluable for my business. So we're halfway through today's episode, but before we dive back into our discussion, let's take a moment to talk about the Top Music Guitar Teachers membership. Now, this isn't just another course or another run-of-the-mill membership. It's a game changer for guitar teachers just like you. Imagine having a supportive community of like-minded professionals, mentorship from industry experts, and a wealth of resources and teaching tips at your fingertips. Our membership empowers you to grow your teaching skills and build a thriving guitar teaching business around whatever you want to do, whether that's online, offline, building courses, creating awesome products, whatever you want to do. Join us today for only $49 per month and unlock your full potential as a guitar teacher. Now, back to the podcast. Now, do you need to use OnePageCRM? No. If you use My Music Staff, there's some CRM features in there in terms of you can change people from leads to active to suspended. You can manage the life cycle of the customers and store their data. There's some big complex ones like Salesforce, and now there's hundreds, if not thousands of these ones. But for me, I just want something that's simple, that's effective, that does what I want it to do. I've been using this since 2015, and nothing has come along that's as simple and easy to use as this. Nothing has come along which is, as affordable or that works the way that I want it to. So I've never gotten rid of it. So if you're not using a CRM, you need to go and get one. And at a bare minimum, here at Top Music, we're sponsored, or at least we have had sponsorships in the past with My Music Staff. I highly recommend you check them out. They're a really great affordable option. But for $400, this one page, you can't beat it. And as I said before, if I save one person that I otherwise would have forgotten about, then one page has paid for itself 10 times over. The fact that it's saving me, potentially one person a week, if not dozens of people every single month, because I'm just so busy managing Top Music Guitar, managing my music school, managing Guitar Ninjas and Six Figure and all these kind of things, then it pays for itself hundreds of times over. So guys, I will include an affiliate link wherever you're listening to this podcast. I do get a little kickback from that. I'm not doing this episode to promote this because I'm trying to get a kickback from it. Literally today, I lost my voice last week. That's why I didn't have an episode. And I couldn't talk. I literally couldn't talk. First time that's ever happened to me. Won't go into the details of why. Something to do with moldy carpets and inhaling fungal spores and things like that. But I couldn't call people for close to 10 days. And I had a big log of people to call, and they were all tracked in this app, as well as a few other people I'd missed from late September. We literally launched a really awesome lead generation campaign, got over 180 inquiries in 2 weeks. It took me 3 weeks to call people. So I pretty much lost my voice calling people, and then had these fungal spores and things like that. So my voice just got totally wiped out, as I said before. And this resource helped me. The first day I've been back in the office calling people, I made 40 phone calls a day off of that list of people I need to contact, booked a whole bunch of people in. And if my retention rates, my conversion rates from our free trial lessons are anything to go by, from what I did in the last 2 hours of calling people prior to recording this, is going to generate another $5,000 for my business. So 2 hours of making phone calls is going to translate to at least $5,000 additional revenue per month. That's $60,000 a year. just from this little app, saving my bacon and making sure I didn't miss anyone while my voice had blown out. So that's why I'm making this episode, because I literally was like, yes, back in the driver's seat. I can talk. I'm feeling great. We've got everything back on track after not being able to do lessons or call or contact people. And it's all thanks to this little app here. So the app is called OnePageCRM. Keep your eye out for a code if you're intrigued. Happy to answer more questions about it. And of course, any CRM is going to be better than no CRM. So if you don't have a CRM, you need to get one. After a certain point in time, an Excel spreadsheet just isn't going to cut it. And the fact that Excel spreadsheets don't have all these automated things you can do, you can't really set reminders or dates or click buttons or things like that, you're going to hit a limit as to what you can do without automation. But the fact I can click one thing and have a whole bunch of sequences tie in together, or click a button and then it opens up my email and shoots something through to them, is really, really wonderful. So guys, if you have any other really cool CRMs, wherever you're listening to this, leave them in the comments. We'd love to hear about them. If there's a better alternative to OnePage and you found it, I would love to hear about it. I'm yet to find a better one, but I'm always open to new things. Anyway, guys, thank you so much. Stay safe, keep on kicking butt, and I'll see you in the next episode of the Top Music Guitar Teaching Podcast. Hey there, guys. Thanks for listening to another episode of the Top Music Guitar Teaching Podcast. If you have any questions about anything we discussed on the podcast, reach out to me at michael@topmusic.co via email. If you want to guest on the show because you're doing some wonderful things in the teaching space, I would love to hear from you. Or if you've got any suggestions for guests or topics we can discuss, as always, you know where to find me. Now, the last thing I want to talk about is our Top Music Guitar Teaching membership. We have over 1,000 members at Top Music, and that is a huge community of people that you can connect with online, share wonderful teaching tips, and of course, network with. We've also got over 20 courses for music teachers, 12 special ones for guitar on every topic imaginable, from group teaching, private teaching, how to find more students, how to build websites, everything you could possibly want to need to know about teaching, building a business, and getting more students is covered. And you get access to all of this for $49, probably less than what you charge for a 1-hour private lesson every single month. So don't miss out on this awesome opportunity. Visit our website, www.topmusicguitar.com, and join us in the membership. Thank you so much, and we'll see you next week.